The first thing you want to do is you want to go out and buy an iPhone 16e. The iPhone 16e is the least expensive phone in the iPhone 16 series. I've been using this phone right here since day one. It's been operating perfectly, no issues at all, okay? So that's the first thing you do because, look, Apple products are crazy expensive and you don't need to go and get a pro iPhone, especially if you're just thinking of dipping your feet in the Apple ecosystem waters. Go and buy this iPhone right here. All right, next, what you want to do. A lot of terrific iPads out there. I've been an iPad user for a while, but at the end of the day, I'm not exactly the most productive person on my iPad. I use it here, right? Let me turn this around. I use my iPad for mostly media consumption, reading the news, books, videos, stuff like that. So I recommend the iPad mini. Get the iPad mini. You can't go wrong. If you want to get the Apple Pencil for it, get the Apple Pencil, all right? Next thing you need to get yourself, I recommend the AirPod Pros, all right? I'm not going to recommend any other. I recommend the AirPod Pros. Why? To me, they're very comfortable. They're very nice. They're awesome to use. They sound terrific. They've just been, and you can see over there my iPad picking them up. They're just really terrific. No problems at all. Now, the second thing that I want to, let me see, the fourth thing that I want to talk to you all about is an Apple Watch. Now, some of you might agree and some of you might disagree. I recommend getting an Apple Watch Ultra. I know it's expensive, right? You're going to be spending a lot of money on this. Now, say you want to wear a smartwatch really bad. Say you have a very active lifestyle. I recommend this. Now, I've had a normal Apple Watch without all the titanium and all this protection on it, right? I've had a normal Apple Watch. Nothing really bad ever happened. I kind of got like a scuff on the edge of the display because they have a rounded display a little bit, right? And maybe it was just something dumb that I did, and a lot of people have them too. But if you're a person that has kind of a rugged lifestyle, you're always doing something, I'm going to recommend you go and get the Apple Watch Ultra, the Apple Watch Ultra 2, and here shortly the Apple Watch Ultra 3 is coming out, and just for the fact of the sheer durability of it, okay? So do what you're going to do. Next, you can see right there, I have an iPad mini from 2018 and it's working absolutely perfect. Now I'm going to say something right now. Say I wasn't using say I was like not in the Apple ecosystem at all, I would still be using a Mac. Did I say iPad mini? I would still be using a Mac mini, all right? As I don't think I can ever go back to a Windows computer. I just can't. I just won't, all right? This has been the best computer I've ever owned, and it's a Mac mini. A lot of terrific Mac minis out there. So look, if you want to get into the Apple ecosystem, you're curious about it, I don't recommend that you break the bank. And what I mean by that, I don't recommend you spend a lot of money. I recommend that you keep it cool, right? Get yourself, you're going to be spending a lot of money if you go this route. But if you get the iPad mini, you're not going to be spending a ton. If you get the iPhone 16e, you won't be spending a ton. You don't have to get the AirPod Pros. I just recommend them. You can go and get the other AirPods if you want, and definitely get a Mac Mini. You get these four right here. You get these three all working together. Or anyway, it turns out to be, it's a really good thing. And even if you get a regular Apple Watch, you can buy like a case for your Apple Watch. That way it'll be protected. So you don't have to go this route. So I'm going to, I'm going to take that back. I want to say, go ahead and get a regular Apple Watch and go ahead. I think, the Subcase actually makes cases for regular Apple Watches. They make them, and this is a Unicorn Beetle case. And I want to say they make Unicorn Beetle cases for Apple Watches as well. So you literally can't go wrong with this setup right here. So give it a try, and I know money don't grow on trees. So if you have a little bit of money, extra money to spend, you want to go, you want to do this, I recommend you go this way. And say at the end of the year, maybe at the end of 6 months or whatever, you're not really digging the Apple ecosystem, you think it's not at all that, these products hold their value really well. I've never sold AirPods, so I don't buy used AirPods either. But if you're selling an iPhone, you're selling an iPad mini, you're selling a Mac mini, and you're selling an Apple Watch, they hold their value really well. So, so anyway, this is going to be what I recommend for you dipping your feet into the Apple ecosystem. I call this the Apple Ecosystem Starter Kit. All right, everybody, take care.